can assure you nobody's taking that hat for this year.
But I hope he will retire after he loses.
There won't be another coach. I'm impressed with everybody but him.
It's because they're scared that they may be wrong.
Fully capable of surpassing all of them.
I'm going to give her a run for her money.
I'm coming to win. I'm not coming for fun.
Fair and unfortunate.
He's going to come with losses. It's not the end of the world.
Need for a black curtain backdrop, and I get it.
Bodybuilding is my control within chaos.
My conditioning kills.
Look, you got a really exclusive interview because I ain't been saying none of this shit, yo. I've been holding my tongue on the internet.
Yes, guys. Okay, we've got an episode of Bikini Insider, and of course, we have fresh from Romania stage, Kerry Sexton, and of course, well, I mean, gets fresh off a deathbed of how you were feeling last week, Marnie. We missed you.
I know. I did actually watch the episode as well because you said at the start she might watch this. Yeah, of course I watched it. We'll catch up on what's going on, but I feel like we've got so much to talk about this week. Oh my goodness. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I normally have, like, what I forgot to do was I normally have the cover of that episode and I then put a cross over my face and people are like, oh my God, what's happened? But I've already used it before. So I thought I won't repeat it. But you're right, Marnie, we have got a fair bit to cover. And really, I guess, Kerry, there is no place better to start because, of course, it was Romania. I was there, you were competing. Marnie, I know you were definitely watching because I was seeing some of the comments and we chatted afterwards via the group. Really want to do a recap. I want to kind of break it down. And I don't think, Kerry, you've had actually spoke about it. I've seen on your Instagram story. Nothing really come out yet. So let's recap Romania, if it's okay with yourself.
It's fine. I'm just going to say, though, for those of people like who do watch this and probably are wondering, like, why has Kerry literally not posted? It's because literally, like, I got back and we've got some other things like in the pipeline that are going on. So I've just had to prioritize, like, obviously, as always, clients. And then by the time I'm like ready to like do a post, I have to take myself to bed. So I literally was meant to do one today, was meant to do one yesterday. So I just want to let people know that I'm not like down or like sore loser vibes or like anything like that. It's literally not that. It's just, yeah, you guys will see soon when, yeah.
So I want to kind of break it down.
I just want to say, I don't think that at all. I keep seeing all the interviews, Kerry, that because I know you've not posted, but like as number one fangirl, I'm always watching stuff when it comes up if you've done an interview. So yeah, I think like you're still a champ. Do you know what I mean? Like you were in the mix, and yeah, I think you spoke very eloquently on your interview that you did. So.
Thank you.
That's 2 cents.
I appreciate it. And it came from the heart, you know. So it actually kind of surprised me because I guess we evolve in this sport. And I was kind of surprised at my own, like how I like handled it, so to speak, if that makes sense. So obviously, like I do compete to win and all that stuff, like we all do. Every single one of those girls, you know, went up there. Quite the, you know, the top 10, whatever. We all wanted to win. Like I'm sure other people did who were outside of that as well. Like it's the sport we're in, yeah. At this level, we compete to win and to beat our placings and things like that. So where I was going with that is like my initial thought, like when I stepped off of stage, was like, damn. I remember being.
This is after pre-judging, sorry.
Yeah. So when pre-judging was going on, there was. Obviously, it was down to the top 2 who were getting compared. And I stood on the sideline and there was, I don't know who it is, so I'm really sorry if you do watch this, but I was stood next to someone. I was like, damn. I was like, damn, like I'm not in that, in the top 2, essentially. So, yeah. And then I kind of came off stage. Me and Meg decompressed, had like a chat about like the whole of the season, about like moving forward, and like it kind of went like a little bit up and down. So I was like, oh, that's really annoying. And then I was like, but we've beat the Olympia, which was the goal. So it was like, oh, it's really annoying. Oh, but we beat the Olympia. And to be fair, the thing is, I think when you can look at a lineup and see that, you know, the people above you deserve it fully, like it brings you more piece, if that makes sense. For me personally, I know what my thing to work on is, and it is my core. So I have had some conversations with Meg. We did do a GI 360, which is like a gut test, and it has come back with not just parasites, but a lot of other like inflammation markers and things like that, which could explain like some of my hormone issues that I have and why things like get, really angry around like my time of the month and all kinds of things like that. So like Meg and me were looking backstage as well at like old pictures of me versus like now. And like I did used to be known as someone with a small waist. So it is quite a change. And obviously sometimes when you build muscle mass, you can obviously increase the muscle mass in your core. So we have spoke about like a plan moving forward into like my off season already, which I'm happy to kind of share. And I will be probably adding in cardio. There's not much muscle mass really that I need to grow essentially. So we might be looking at kind of like a bit of downsizing with quads and looking to really switch up my programming to be able to keep my waistline like really tight and not doing like a lot of movements at all, to be honest. Meg has given me an insight as to what that could look like, kickbacks and with a sprinkle of upper body, but really looking at my glutes, like we probably don't really want to get them that much bigger, but we could do with pulling down my quads just a touch, as much as I've literally only had feedback from one judge the whole entire season with regards to my quads. So again, that could come down to like some posing tweaks as well. So that's kind of like moving forward into like off season-ish. But yeah, with regards to my placing, yes, of course, I wanted to win. I definitely wanted that title back, of course. But I accept where I'm at within like my journey and I'm hitting the top spots, which is something to be very, very proud of. And I am truly proud of that because it was a deep lineup. It was a big lineup, 27 people, top tier show, great judges. And so I'm honored to take that third place. But obviously I'm always going to be, hungry for the win.
I want to jump on a couple of things. Posing.
Okay.
We spoke about your individual posing routine at Olympia, and then also we did catch up as well at Romania. I have to say, wow, that was way better because obviously I know at the Olympia you mentioned about that you were rushed, but gave you a time limit, even though other people did stand by it. I think surely something you must be very proud about was that individual presentation.
I actually am. You say that actually, and I am really proud of that. I still see flaws in it, which I think is like completely normal. But to be honest, I would say, yeah, that's probably like one of my best ones this season. And that came through, knowing that like we had beat the Olympia. Me and Meg are very open about that. She'll tell you that Olympia wasn't one of our best looks. Daytona wasn't one of our best looks. And we're very much in alignment with that, which is great. So I feel like me and Meg are at a really good place, which helps the process. And it really, really does. So that's good. And like I say, with the GI 360, like I'm excited to see, that will be a next year thing, how I can change my physique and we can really refine it. And I know that that's something that I'm looking forward to. And it's good to know that can be changed and like I'm not just stuck where I am. So that's exciting because I know that my potential could be more, if that makes sense.
Marnie, I want to bring you into this. And I do want to ask one more thing. The top six. I want to talk about the top six. I do want to go back to one more thing at the end regarding Kerry. You can see this, right?
Not yet.
You're screen sharing, but I can't see what.
Not yet. Yeah, it just says Suki.
Okay, why is it not? It should be loading. I've put up the picture of the top six. Is it sharing now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
now
there we go. I don't know what. don't know why it was running so slow. Okay, yeah, top 6. I mean, Marnie, I would love to hear your thoughts as a non-competitor, as somebody that was watching. You had a live stream, right? I imagine you did. Surely you did.
It's weird when you say it as a non-competitor, like, it makes us feel a certain type of way.
Oh, Marnie, come on. Okay, I mean, sorry, as someone who wasn't competing at a show.
Well, yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, wow. Victoria, I mean, huge congratulations to her. I think we all knew she was going to be fighting for that win, didn't we? She's on like a crazy streak at the moment, I feel. And yeah, very, very impressive. I just feel like obviously her physique's incredible, but presentation as well. Yeah, amazing.
I mean, Marnie, that's something that you're very much known for through your rocket posing, all the awesome work you do with your clients. When you've seen Victoria's posing, and I will touch on Kerry as well, because like I said, I thought they're absolutely flawless. What do you take away from that?
What, from like
from the presentation that you've seen from the girls over the weekend?
I mean, I definitely think actually across Europe, the presentation is getting better across the board, because I do feel like that was definitely something that we used to speak about a few years ago, where perhaps you might see a European athlete who, I don't know, maybe doesn't follow like the standard that we see from the US. But I just feel like as the years have gone on for bikini, we start to see more of a blend now, and it's just more professional, it's more polished, there's less flapping around, that kind of thing. So I'd say, yeah, across the board, the girls all look fantastic. But yeah, Victoria, massive congratulations. And yeah, the girl who came second place, her name is
Alina. Yes.
I'm not sure what country is she from?
Kazakhstan. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
Kazakhstan.
No. She competed in Kazakhstan, but she's from somewhere like Kyrgyzstan. I don't know. I probably butchered it.
She was definitely a dark horse, which we love a dark horse, don't we? It's always
Marnie,
nice.
come on, man. She was more than a dark horse. She came 7th in Kazakhstan.
Well, I know, that's what I mean.
Way more than a dark horse. This is just,
isn't it exciting to like?
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
I get that as well, because like I've been in that position before where like that second place literally feels like absolutely everything to you, and it does. So that is really, really good to see. I listened to her interview as well, and she was such a nice person. So yeah, I'm really happy with like, Victoria winning, her coming second and all of that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And now she's obviously got 14 points as well, right? It must be like, again, it's one of those bittersweet moments, isn't it? Because had she took the first place, she would have had that automatic qualification. But I do feel like now she's going to have a lot of eyes on her regardless, because, she's kind of come up and challenged Victoria. So now I think a lot of people will be thinking, wow, who's this girl? And maybe looking to see where she competes next. So yeah, she's got a beautiful
big man weekend.
Yeah, goes without saying, got a beautiful physique. I do think here, looking at the posing though, I think she's not doing her physique justice. I think she could open up on the top line a little bit more if you kind of compare her directly to Victoria. I think Victoria's showing a little bit more width. And I feel like, she looks fairly tall. You'll be able to say from watching the show in person, but I think sometimes the taller girls, like, they need to match the height with the width. So for me, looking at how she's hitting her front pose here, I definitely think I don't know what her feedback was, obviously, and we haven't interviewed her, but like, I think it'd be interesting to see how much more she can get out of her front pose.
Yeah.
Try these shots. Is there a back pose there as well that you can?
There is. One moment. Oh no! Oh, there is.
Yeah. Wow, the glutes. It's just everybody in this comparison of 6 is crazy. Yeah, wild.
Yeah, when I look at this, I do see like a bit of a difference from that top 3 to the next 3 when I'm looking at the rear. Like slide, just see that top 3 is so. That was when they came out, it looked like that was obviously going to be your three. Kevin, we spoke backstage about like, oh, about third or fourth. I was like, you're third. I mean, you're definitely not fourth. I just feel that's how close it was in my eyes, which obviously you did show it as well through the judges. I just want to bring up a couple of things, girls. Let me just stop sharing here. There was a couple of girls that were missing in that top six. So first off, congrats to Sarah Rania, who I finally got to meet over at the show. Sorry, who was the girl in sixth place? Sorry, what was the name?
Go back.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh God! I thought. Oh, sorry. Oh, apologies for that person.
I spoke to her backstage. I do know her. It's the blonde girl. That's really rude.
Oh wait, there was also here. Sorry. From Hungary. Last name's Nora, but I don't know how to pronounce her first.
Nice. She was really nice. She was. I spoke to her quite a bit backstage. So yeah.
Sorry. Where I was going with this is there was Pata from Italy. That obviously we were kind of thinking that maybe breaking our top six because she's already secured a win earlier this season for the 2026 Olympic qualification. Gulsa in 10th place. We obviously spoke about Gulsa, given the fact that she secured her Olympic qualification in 2025, having beat Evie in Portugal.
I spoke to her backstage.
Sorry?
I spoke to her backstage, Gulsa, and we made some adjustments to her front pose.
Okay.
When she went back on stage because she wasn't feeling that comfortable in her front pose. So yeah, I'm always helping people backstage. So that was and I think I'll be interested, so she wanted to compare when she went on stage the first time versus the second one. So I'm sure she's putting those together and she'll decide, what she feels comfortable, what she thinks looks best. But obviously the second one wouldn't have been judged, I guess. So
we should also mention Kirsty Bentley.
Yes.
Who was also at the show.
She is really nice. I don't think I've ever spent proper time with her. So that was good.
We love you, Kirsty. And can I just say as well, throughout this season for her, I just feel like she's just blossomed. Each time the look has improved and yeah, she's a total inspiration. So huge congrats to her. I think that's her done now for the year, right, for her pro debut season. So
yeah,
massive congrats.
Definitely. I'm going to have to go back to Viktoria for one moment, but I mean, really, she is probably the winner. If you look at across all divisions, Rookie of the Year, your pro debut, 3 pro wins. Olympia qualification, finished 15th. If I look across all the other divisions, it's very hard to argue that she's not the runaway, given the fact that she achieved all that in the space of 6-7 months.
That's crazy.
Just unbelievable. When you say it out loud like that, what, she started the year as an amateur and now that's just wild.
Model look about her as well, hasn't she?
Yeah, she looks like a Victoria's Secret model.
With muscle, it's great.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And when I did catch up with her, even before the show day, she mentioned that she is looking to apply for the Arnold's UK and Arnold's Ohio, which you would imagine then she would obviously be accepted in application, given the fact that she's number 2 in Europe. I do want to mention one thing as well. Kerry, before the show started for your division, did you get a chance to look at the screens when they did that breakdown of bikini?
Yes, only briefly. Someone sent me the smallest thing of it. Did you video it? Or?
I didn't. Why? Did you see it?
Oh, I didn't see.
So I thought this was so cool, and there's a reason why I mentioned it to you, Kerry, because obviously you featured strongly in this segment. After first, Romania production is absolutely immaculate, incredible, screens everywhere, and what we do before every division, they do a breakdown video explaining what the division is. So the posing, what the judges look for. And of course for bikini, when we introduced the division, you had this video montage of Kerry Sexton, winning Romania in 2024. It was absolutely awesome. I was like, I don't know why they film. I think I was too busy watching it, wow. And then just completely forgot to actually hold my camera.
It's not like you.
Moment, I know. And I was like, I hope Kerry's seen this. Maybe the screen backstage.
You know what, actually, My client who went to the show, not the one that competed there, but another client, she actually did video that, and I remember she sent it to me last night. So
Okay.
I have got that on my phone.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
I've got so much to post.
Pop in the group because I want to watch it because it was so good. And yeah, I was really happy that you got that video because that was so cool for everyone to see. Okay, well, Romania. I mean, that was the last the first tier 1 show. Should we just look at one of the other shows that also happened on the weekend? Give me one moment because somebody else secured their Olympia qualification. So I don't know why the signal is really slow here today. I don't know why I'm not in my normal place. Let me know when this comes up on your screen because clearly I'm showing the muscle contest Iron Games Pro, and as you can see, the winner, whose birthday is today, her 32nd birthday, Aimee.
Huge congrats, Aimee. Yeah, incredible.
She's got better and better, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She really has. So, yeah.
4th in the world, Aimee, and we always assumed that the battle was always going to be between number 4 in the world versus number 7, Evie, which obviously showed in 1st and 2nd place. And then we can look down there, we can see some names. I'm going to get this one out of the way very quickly, but always happy to see Tiana's name in there. I was hoping she might try and get in the top 5, but top 6 at the age of 21 is still, and that kind of lineup is incredible. Such a bright future.
You know, literally incredible, to be honest. Look at her.
Let me get up Amy's page because I do know she posted a video routine. Where are we at? Is it this one? This might be it. No, not this one. Where is it? Here we go. Don't know why it's not playing. Can you go see this?
It just keeps pausing.
It keeps pausing. Okay. Nightmare. I was hoping to play this.
I've already seen it though, and she is just immaculate.
Yeah, she literally is. Like, literally.
Oh, again, it keeps pausing. Is it still pausing or is it playing full now?
It's playing.
Okay. Marnie, do you want to break down what we're seeing here?
10 out of 10 presentation.
Basically.
I'm obsessed. What
are you obsessed about?
Just the way she moves, right? The way she moves.
It's just
elegance.
It's that seamless glide and flow, but also precision. That's what makes the good posing. Like the glutes don't drop, they're lifted throughout, the facial expressions, each shot is hit and it has a purpose, and she hits it with conviction. And that to me is what makes for a phenomenal poser. So, and she is, yeah. And I love the pink as well. Obviously, we love a pink suit over here.
Like her colour though. I really like it on her.
Yeah.
Now, we do know she is back on stage this weekend. She's going for a 3rd show. Let's bring up some of the lineups anyway. In fact, God, I'm going to go ahead of myself. Also, I have a show. I want to always try and remember to shout out for UK competitors because I'm prone to always forget about people. But somebody else who was at this show was Cass. Let me just quickly bring up her page.
It was.
And don't worry, I haven't forgot about the Hawaii show, so I will bring that one up.
Gosh.
Don't worry, I'm on that. I'm on it. Is this a video or is these pictures? Oh, this is just pictures.
Yeah.
So I don't know where Cass placed. I know she was outside the top 10, but she is competing again this weekend at which big show it is? The Atlantic Pro. That's it. Something like 33 girls in the lineup.
It's good to be out there, isn't it, doing this?
I was about to say the same thing, good for her, because it's a lot for us when we travel over there, and like you pretty much have to like live in the States to be able to do this.
Okay, I want to ask this question. When competing in the States, to to see success, I'm not talking about a one-off high placing, but to see consistent success, do you need to have significant success in Europe before maybe you see success in the US? And if not, do you have an example?
I don't think so. But
so is there a European competitor who's gone over to the US, who've seen success, but have not had the success in Europe? Sorry for putting guys in their position. You just made me think just earlier today.
I guess if they've done well in the States, they'll, but I don't know, not many people have come over, have they? Obviously, Jazzy, Ashley, I'm trying to think.
So I'm talking about like European competitors.
The other way around.
Yeah, European competitors going to US. We've seen obviously people like Evie, who's had huge success, Kerry Sexton, Viktoria. These are just some of the ones. Gulsa, sorry, not Gulsa. I mean, talking about who then seen success in the US. But what about the ones that maybe haven't seen success in Europe? Has anyone seen instant success in US as a European competitor that may have not seen it in Europe?
I don't think that there's a real world example of someone that has not competed in Europe and then has gone to the States though, successful or not. Because I can't think of anybody that's done that. Can you?
I was thinking of this earlier and I couldn't think.
There isn't really an example of someone that has done that, because typically we've all competed in Europe and then gone to the States. It's not usually the other way around, but yeah, I don't know, man.
What was that was what I was going to. Kerry, what's your client's name? Sorry, Kiki.
Yes. Go on to the lineup first. Let's break it down.
I know, but I can't find the pictures. And maybe it's on the Pro Bikini ones. I was on the Bikini Pro News, but I couldn't find the actual picture of the top 6. Let me see if I can find it on this one. See if they put the picture up. No, nobody's put a picture up here of a top 6 yet.
That thumbnail of Jazzy sitting in the audience is brilliant.
Yeah, oh God, I know. This is the only one. Sorry, let's do this one.
Go on to Eureka and look at her tag.
Okay. Look for tagged one. Okay.
Like, surely there's got to be. I mean, that.
Is that it? Is this the show?
Go exit off of that.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Unless I'm blind as a bat. Yeah.
What, this one here that I clicked on before?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the results. Here we go. There we go. Okay.
Yes. There you go.
Eureka taking the win, 10 points, and we can see the bottom there too, 9. That's your client Kiki, and we can see Jess Feeney in 10th. Obviously, there were more competitors, but this is only just top 10. Kerry, obviously, look, this is your client, so I'm really keen to hear your thoughts.
So, firstly, she's actually changed her name with the Pro League now to Kiki because a lot of people, because that is her Instagram. So, yeah. Messaged me about that the other day. She is a natural competitor through and through, which is amazing. Obviously, she has qualified for the Ben Weeder, so that's in like a couple of weeks' time on the 24th, or is it 23rd, 24th? So that's coming up soon. Really, really happy. We feel like we improved her physique. She was ovulating, had a little bit of cycle stuff going on. Really, really happy. I wish there was some more photos of her like from the rear and stuff because her glutes are insane. She has only competed, I want to say maybe 8 or 9 times ever. So obviously she did turn.
Wow.
So I think it's about that many times. It's not many at all. So yeah, just really, really proud of her for putting herself out there in an open lineup and doing that thing where we get out there and we see how we stand, because she is new to the Pro League at the end of the day, and she is natural. So yeah, I'm really, really proud of her, and I think the only way is up, and she knows because we've spoken about it, how important it is to get yourself out there and to be doing shows, etc., etc. So yeah, rooting hard for her obviously for the upcoming show.
And of course, that upcoming show is no small one, because it is, of course, the Ben Weeder Naturals, which is in a couple of weeks.
Exactly. So yeah, really, really rooting for her, to be honest, and excited. We're excited for the next show. We're excited for off season and getting back to work again. And to take the time to obviously improve as a natural athlete, you need quite a lot of time. So yeah, massively proud of her as well. So yeah.
So let's look at some of the shows ahead. This is where I need you girls to help me out and educate me on some of the other names. I know a few names jump out is obviously here in Atlantic Coast Pro, Maria Costa, all you got to win, Cassandra, who won over in Mexico. Go on, girls. Give me why this is a show that people need to watch and why anything could happen.
Yeah, it literally can, can't it? Because again, we might have a dark horse. You never know. You literally never know. And just look at the amount of names that are on here.
Yeah. Who could be, let me throw it to you both. Maria and Cassandra, they're the ones who've both got a win so far this season. Whoever takes this, if one of these two take a win, they qualify for Olympia. Is there any, who on this list, one or two names, could maybe throw a wrench in that and they could take the title? Give me some names.
Rip. Julia,
Julia, Brittany Hamilton, Ashley Hampton. Those are the names that I'm seeing that I'm like, yeah, I could kind of. Although I said I'm boycotting predictions, I mean, we could probably hazard an educated guess.
We're not predicting the winner. We're just talking about like maybe ones that could challenge. Obviously, like Maria is the one with the highest ranking. Obviously, we got Cassie Hunter from the UK. She's returning to this show as well.
Oh, and Jess. We've got Jess from Canada, of course.
Getting there.
Oh, yeah, there she is, yes.
Wow. So, again, like, yeah, you just never know, do you? You literally don't. It is bikini. I think we've learned that very much so.
Kansas City Pro Championships, a smaller lineup of 8 girls, but of course there is a box office name that really kind of takes the headlines. It's very difficult to look past this one because she's already qualified for Olympia. Aimee Delgado, it's her birthday week, so is this going to be her last show of the season? I mean, she's already qualified, and I hope to see her at the Arnold, especially in the UK if she does come over. Apart from Aimee, can you girls give me some context on the other 7 girls, please?
We've got Lorna, we've got Masha. I'm not that familiar.
Yeah, so from my knowledge, well, Catherine is an Australian athlete. She fought tooth and nail to turn pro because I follow her on Instagram. So she's on like a run of pro shows at the moment. And again, competing in the States as an Australian, which is amazing because we need more of that for the international girls, right? So, and then also I'm recognizing another name, Ukachi. I'm pretty sure she won her pro card at the Arnold. And I think she's actually competed at the US Arnold since, because obviously when you win your pro card there, you then get the automatic invite for the following year. So yeah, I believe that's where she's competed in the past. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see ultimately who is going to be compared in that top 2 next to Aimee, right?
I mean, whoever does, that's a win for them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just to have that opportunity to compare, which, yeah, it must be very exciting for these girls. Okay, so we do have our guest, because I've been meaning to get this person on for a while. In fact, you girls brought it to my attention that I do need to bring her on. So I'm thankful that we finally got some time, because she is a newly IFBB Pro Card winner. I can't remember which show it was, but she's going to tell me more. Alessandra, can you hear us just fine?
Yes. Hello. Thank you for having me. It's great to virtually meet you. How are you? How are you doing?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, all good.
We are all good. So, Alessandra, I think that we were always a good place to start for those people who watch here regularly and maybe do not know a bit about yourself. Could you just give us a little breakdown about when you first start competing and 2025 as a whole? Because I know it has been a very pivotal year for yourself.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year for me, literally. So actually, this is my first, 2025 is my first MPC season ever. So I started competing generally in 2023. And, it was just for a game. My previous coach kind of suggested, he was a competitor himself, and he kind of suggested, why don't we try to prep for a show? I started bodybuilding in at the end of 2021, beginning of 2022. And I just loved it since day one. So competing was not even, absolutely my goal. I didn't even know what a bodybuilding show was. But then I started competing in Italian Natural Federations in 2023. And I actually won my first pro card as a natural competitor there. So when I came back in 2024 as a pro, I was being told I was too muscular, which is something I know it's crazy because, when I look at someone like Kerry now, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to build and I need to put so much muscles on me. But yeah, I was told like, you are probably becoming a figure competitor. And so it was like, oh my gosh, I need to find, an environment where my kind of idea of bikini fits. And I tried in the MPC in June. So I started with Ross Byrne, who is my actual coach. And we've been together since last October. And he's from Team Pro Coach. And I just needed someone who was able to guide me towards this like MPC realm because I didn't know anything about it. And I did my first ever MPC show in June in Milan. It was my MPC debut, and I did my regional there. And then my first pro qualifier in July, where I actually came to the UK, and it was the pro qualifier in Bradford. And I know Kerry was there, and I know she said, "Oh my God, this girl has a nice physique. She's good, And I couldn't believe it. And my coach was kind of saying, you have some potential here, Alessandra. You gotta believe you have some potential. And then I just kept going. And after the summer, I competed again in Sweden. Amazing show. It was organized by GASP. If anyone is wondering, like, where should I go for a show in a foreign country? I mean, the show in Sweden is beautiful. It's the best show I've ever seen. It's like crazy, well organized, the best like sponsor community there is great, whatever. And I was kind of getting closer to get, first because I got second in my class in Sweden. Then I did Germany and I placed again third in Germany. And then it was like the time for the Olympia Amateur, which is a huge show here in Italy. It's like big. And usually bikini are placed last. So if you're a bikini, you can expect to compete probably at 11:30 p.m., midnight. And I didn't want to do that show because also my coach was in Las Vegas because he had a competitor there. So I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this. I'm going to be there on my own, But in the end, he was like, my gosh, you are in Milan because I live in Milan. I'm from Italy. I live in Milan. I was born in Florence, but I do live in Milan. And so it was very convenient for me. And they was like, okay, let's do this show. But it was very random. I was in prep, but already. So yeah, it wasn't such a big deal. And I went there and it actually taught me how bodybuilding can be, I don't want to say can make you very humble, but that's the way it is. Because my class, I'm in class D, so I'm like 162 centimeters. So it's like very popular age for a girl. And of course, class D, there were 20 competitors that day. And there was the same girl, Catriona, she is a beautiful girl that placed first in Sweden. So I'm like, it's like she already won the same class where I was in. So there's no way I'm gonna win today. But when I got on stage, the head judge placed me in the center. And she left me there. And, it's like, you can never say, okay, I'm going to win the class. I couldn't believe that. But then, finals came and I placed first. And when I say that bodybuilding makes you humble, it's that when you step on stage, you don't really know how it will end. And you can't even you can't even say, okay, I already placed second, I already placed third, so I'm gonna lose. You can't actually predict what the outcome will be because judges will change. So maybe they will get a different approach to judging in general, but you may change. So Sweden was 2 weeks prior to my pro card win. But in 2 weeks, I know I had to come a little bit tighter, a little bit leaner in the lower body, because that's what the actually judge said. So it really showed that never is set in stone. And you can make those little details, those little tweaks, posing tweaks can truly make the difference, because I worked very hard during those 2 weeks from the Sweden show to the Olympia amateur here in Milan to improve. And you just don't know when you step on stage, So I got my class win, and then I started to believe it, because it was like, oh my gosh, I mean, I won the biggest class today, so I might have a chance here. And then, yeah, they announced basically the pro card winners, and they was there, and it was crazy. And now I'm so excited because I'm gonna start from zero again, which is what happens when when you achieve such a great goal. But again, bodybuilding makes you humble, because again, you're starting from zero and you're at the bottom again, which makes me absolutely excited.
Kerry, Marnie, I would love to hear from you two. I want to try and do this every time we have someone who is new into the IFBB Pro ranks. What one piece of advice, and the same question for you both, what one piece of advice would you give to Alessandra when she does plan and make the move to her rookie pro season?
That don't let any single show define you, whether that is whether you place dead last in your pro debut, like I did, or whether you win, because both of them aren't set in stone. You're not a loser for life and you're not a winner for life. And this sport really does shape you. And the sooner you can understand that it goes like this, just very much like what you said, when you were talking a minute ago, that it does change, and the show's a win or a loss doesn't define you. So don't almost dictate your mood or feelings or write your future on a win or a loss, to be honest. And that's something that I have definitely humbly learned in a really good way. And it really does shape your character and carves your strength and inspires a lot of people on the way as well, because we need to remember as well that there is only ever going to be one winner. But actually, if you look at bodybuilding on a whole, there are more losers than winners. So, just continue through your journey being relatable, humble, friendly, create relationships with people and share your journey, because it will really, really help someone else more than.
Absolutely. Yeah.
From what you said made me think, So yeah, that would be my advice.
And yourself, Marnie, who, well, when she made a pro debut, she only picked one of the biggest shows around. But I'd love to hear your advice here.
It's funny because my piece of advice is don't play small. Yeah, put yourself out there. Honestly, it is quite overwhelming and quite daunting when you first come into the pro league. And I don't know what your plans will look like now, Alessandra, but even if you're going to go into an off season or whatever the case may be, don't try and play small in the sense of, oh, I might just compete in Italy. And it's great to compete in your home country, but like some of the other girls that we've had on, like Jazzy, for example, I remember just recently she was, you know, saying that since day one, she just put herself out in the big shows and stand next to the girls that you look up to as well is the best feeling, because then you become friends, and you know that's really what this is all about as well. It's like Kerry said, the connections and the experiences that you will have. And I also would say this, really make sure that you stay true to you always, because it's really easy to, I don't know, like sometimes get swept up along the way of this journey, maybe chasing the wrong things or even just being around the wrong people. I don't know, like you want to think that like everybody has your best intentions at heart, and sometimes we don't know as well. So stay true to you. Don't play small. Put yourself out there and just enjoy your pro career, because you worked so hard for it and now you're here.
These are going to be the moments that we look back at one day that we wish we could relive. So just, yeah, really soak it up. And I always think like, just really soak it up.
There we go, Alessandra. Just very quickly as well, what are you planning to make your pro debut in 2026?
That's an issue. I mean, now we stepped into the off season, because again, I need to grow. That's for sure. And I want to work so hard. We'll probably try to get on stage next year, maybe endish of the year, but it will depend on my actual condition and how my physique will evolve in the upcoming days. I don't want to do anything in a rush, but of course I want to get, as Kerry said, I want to be compared to the top athletes, because again, it's the way it is. You're gonna aim at the top if one day you want to be there. And staying humble, but again, that's the way to stay humble, to place at the bottom when you're supposed to stay at the bottom, and again, kind of, working up and up and up, which is the reason why I love bodybuilding, because it actually teaches you how real tough work, discipline, and time, the value of time, how crucial it is. So yeah, probably 2026, but we'll see.
Awesome. Well, look, I think that's been a wrap for today. I know next week's episode, I'm going to give you girls a heads up already, because it's going to be a quiet weekend with only like a couple of shows. I do want to look ahead at the Arnold 2026, because of course, it'll only be maybe at that point 2 weeks out from the application closure. So I would like us to talk about who we could expect to see on the Arnold stage next year, especially with its return to the UK. Alessandra, it's been awesome to hear your story to the stage.
Guys, just let me say thank you for what you're doing for the bodybuilding community in general, because I can tell I can hear people talking about you in Italian gyms. So that's great. And thank you, because it's, the bodybuilding community can be kind of intimidating, and especially if you're not in the niche, but what you're doing is very, very pure and genuine for the sport. So thank you. Yeah.
Big love.
Thank you so much.
What they said. Alessandra, thank you so much.
Thank
Kerry,
you, guys.
thank you for the recap. And Mike, great to have you back on the podcast for the mission last week. So, long may everyone stay healthy. Anyway, that's a wrap, guys, and we'll see you in next week's episode.